Hey, welcome to another episode of Legion Elite Motorsports. I'm your host Isaiah, and today we have a return Starquest help. Let's see exactly what's going on and why. Well, look who is back. So, I asked the owner, Ovi, how's the car been? And he said, it's been great. It's been a little smoky. And I said, that's odd. Everything on the motor is new. And Ovi ended up telling me, maybe it's the turbo. So he brought me the car, and I looked it over, and this is what I discovered. No movement. Yep, so from the looks of things, it looks like he's running 2.6 multi-port all motor. Okay, this turbo is done. Okay, so normally these spin, right? This one's stuck. Like, it's not, that's a lot of force to bend your finger back. It's not moving. Either way. Down. Yeah. So, yeah, okay. Well, that's going in the trash. And what we're going to do is we are going to replace the stock manifold, turbo, and downpipe with a new unit. Okay, so what we're gonna do is take a look at the new unit and take it from there. So let's go see what we're putting on. Here is the new unit. So what we have here is a T3 manifold from eBay, and the turbo is a little special. Let me explain why. So this is one of those newer G25 550 turbos. They're good up to 550 horsepower. And basically it's supposed to be the quickest spooling turbo on the market for the price. So I'm gonna have one of these units installed onto this car, and we'll take it from there. So this should be good. We got the oil feed line in. Don't let that line fool you. It does have a reducer built in on the bottom. This is a dual ball bearing unit with a billet wheel. Okay, see, billet wheel, anti-surge, everything exactly the way it needs to be. And I left both housings loose, so I'd be able to clock it any way I need to get any hose on or whatever I need to do. And what we're gonna do is we are gonna make sure we could slide in every single fitting. Okay, so we can begin taking this turbo out and getting this one ready to go in. So first things first, we're gonna take loose all of these lines, all of the AN fittings, take the cover off, unplug the O2 sensor, take out the feed, take out the return coupler off, and downpipe. Unbolt that, and then we can get to taking off the manifold. So I'll be right back once I get these items loose, and let's see what we could do. Boom, just like that, YouTube magic, that sucker is out of there. Okay, So now what we're going to do is take a look at the turbo. Okay, so excuse all the machinery in the back there. So we're looking at said turbo. All right, first giveaway that there was a huge problem. There's a massive amount of oil pouring out of this thing, as you could see. Then if you look in here, that's the culprit. So you couldn't really tell too much from the front, but the damage was behind the blade where it matters most, which is technically right back here. And yeah, so it was spoon feeding the engine a large lump sum of oil. Okay, that's where the smoking was happening. Okay. And then we got like a conversion sort of plate thing going on here. Which, you know, if you need that type of thing, by all means, you know, you can get it. But there's a little bit too many options to kind of be stuck with just this one. But, yeah. So that is out. And now we're going to put in the new one. But before we do, we're going to take off all of these fittings and see if these fit up exactly the same as they are on the new turbo. Also, I want to see if I can take this return line and use it on the other turbo. Because if we look at the other turbo, the return line technically goes between these runners. And if I can, I would like to have it come this way and then pour down into the return. It's just a better design. So I'm going to take all of that stuff off and see if I can get that to custom fit in there. And another reason why I kept all of this stuff here loose, so I can clock it to take it out and do whatever I need to do. So got a little bit of stuff to do before we put this turbo on, but we're going to get it done. Okay, so the original fittings that came off the other turbo didn't fit. So luckily I had another pair. Actually, I have a couple of pairs that actually did fit. Make sure you put your O-ring on there to make sure the coolant doesn't leak out. And boom, both sides are complete. Now, next and last thing I want to tackle is the return line. So there's nothing wrong with the return line that comes with it. The issue is that when you put the return line on, it's aimed right towards the exhaust manifold, and that's a problem because if you put any kind of hose, whether it be silicone, regular rubber hose, it doesn't matter. It being in between the manifold is gonna burn and you'll have an oil fire, long story short. So we're gonna see if we can take the old return line off the old turbo, and let's take a look at that actually. So you see there, it's a solid steel line, gets us away from the turbo manifold, and then we can put a silicone coupler on there and have everything fitting properly. So, all right, let's take that one off and see how we mount it on this guy and take it from there. Okay, so in here we had to modify this steel tube. All right, so that's bolted on, everything is clocked and ready to go. And here we have, let me readjust this 1 second. And here we have a 100% silicone hose in there. I think it's triple braided with a sleeve on here for heat because it is right, literally on the manifold. So I'm thinking about taking a bit of this, wrapping this section up just for extra protectant. And yep, that should be good. We're gonna mount this bad boy on, and we should be good to go and take it from there. So stay tuned, we're gonna mount it up. Okay, and here's the test fit. So first thing I wanna address is the intercooler piping is sticking up too high. I have to bring it down a little bit, angle this 45-degree angle and put it to this guy here. Next, downpipe is going to be a little troublesome. This adapter piece actually sticks the whole unit out a little too far, so I might have to figure out something there. Let's see, the return, that's going to be good. We're going to cut it to size. That should be good there. The oil feed is a little too short, so we're going to have to get another oil feed line. Yep, oil feed line. And then let's see, same deal for the feed line. We're gonna need to, let me see if I bring it under, I think it'll, yeah, that should be good. So feed line will be good, especially the feed line over here for the water, so that should be cake. And then that should be it. So I'd say the only thing we probably need to do next is figure out the downpipe, figure out the feed line, figure out the intercooler pipe, and that should be good. So let's see what we could do. All right, so I've got this with the intercooler piping. Return line is connected. Feed line needs to be extended, shockingly, about 1 inch, and the downpipe has to be redone. So, yeah, not bad. We got the water line on there. The other one on the opposite side will fit on perfectly, so that's not even an issue. Yeah, I'd say the last thing I have to do is the downpipe. So stay tuned for that. We're gonna order some parts for it and hopefully have a good decent downpipe that bolts up to the V-band and has to be welded at the bottom. And yeah, we should be good. Should be able to get that going. I know you can hear the thunder, but gotta do what you gotta do. All right. So, yep. Okay, so pertaining to the downpipe, we're gonna have to add a straight extension from the existing pipe after I cut it off. But from here, the 90 degree I'm thinking about going with will be this pie cut one. Get that welded up right in there. And the good thing about V-band clamps is you can loosen the clamp and twist this any way you want, like that. So I think that'll be perfect for that ordeal. And yeah, just have to cut the pipe and make room. So let's see what we can do. And with that being said, we're going to call it an episode there. Stay tuned for the second part of that. We still have to do the downpipe and grab a couple of items. But until then, guys, remember, knowledge is power. And I will see you guys next time.